unmuted now. We don't have Claudia yet. Which one's Weaver's? Convention Center.
Good morning, Judge. Can you hear us?
Yes, how are you?
Doing great.
Can we have Abbotsford first?
Certainly. Come on over here. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Morning, Cheyenne.
Morning.
How are you?
Good, thank you.
All right. Is it Mr. Abbotsford?
Yes, sir.
If you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is your true name Cheyenne Abbotsford?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand in this case you're charged with failure to identify?
Yes, Your Honor.
And have you had enough time to go over this case with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically and your attorney is online with us right now?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes.
To the charge of failure to ID, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Accept your plea guilty, find you guilty, sentence you to 20 days in jail. You'll get credit for at least 44 days. You will be time served as of right now, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Good luck. Thank y'all.
Actually,
Thank
one
you, Judge.
question.
Yes, what's your question?
Is TDC still picking up people?
I don't know.
Okay.
You have a TDC ahead of you?
Yes.
I'm
Yes,
sure they'll
she's got
come get you.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
You right?
Hi, Judge.
You, all
Who do you need next, Judge?
right. Who is Curran's? Taylor. How about Tyrone Taylor, please?
Mr. Tyler. Stand see right there, sir.
Did we lose Claudia? Claudia back. Well, it wasn't Claudia. Yeah, you disappeared from the screen. You'll just have to listen from there. All right. Mr. Taylor, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Is your true name Tyrone Taylor?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand you're charged? You can put your hand down. You understand you're charged in this case with criminal trespass?
Yes, sir.
And have you had enough time to go over this case with your attorney?
For attorney, I got attorney.
Have you had enough time to go over the case with your attorney?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically and your attorney is online with us right now?
Yes, sir. I say.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of criminal trespass, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Accept your plea guilty, find you guilty, sentence you to 7 days in jail. You get credit for at least 15 days. You'll be time served as of right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything?
Yes, no, sir.
Okay, good luck.
Okay.
Be
Well, I'll be
excused.
here.
All right, yep,
But I'll
see you
be-
later.
We'll look at it later, Frank.
All right. Who is Farkas's? Turner? Okay, we have Turner next.
Turner, come on down.
Andy, you're muted.
Is that us or is it? Oh,
You're fine. Your attorney's muted right now. He's fixing it.
Okay, I think I'm on mute.
There you
Can
go.
you hear me now?
Yep.
Good.
Mr. Turner, if you would raise your right hand to be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is your true name William Dennis Turner Jr.?
It is.
And do you understand in this case you are charged with, I think, theft? You understand
Yes, Your
that?
Honor. Yes,
Have you had enough time to go over this case with your attorney?
I have.
And it looks like you and your attorney worked out a plea agreement for something called deferred adjudication. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Do you understand how deferred works?
I do.
And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically and your attorney's online with us right now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
I am.
To the charge of theft, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I accept your plea of guilty, defer finding guilt for a period of 12 months, or placed on community supervision on deferred status for 12 months, or do the things contained in your plea agreement. You will need to meet with collections and probation at some point. They're going to explain the probation process. I think your back time will take care of any court costs and money that you might owe, though. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Do you have any questions about anything else?
No.
All right. Good luck. Thank y'all.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Later. All right. Who is Mark Combs?
Turner,
There it is right here.
you good to go.
We have Abramoff.
Abramov, come on down.
Mr. Cohen, you're muted right now. If you push Alt-A, it will unmute it.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Great, thank you. Jim.
All right. Mr. Abramoff, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Is your true name Peter Abramoff?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand in this case you are charged with driving while intoxicated?
Yes, sir.
You also understand there's an allegation that says you had a prior conviction for driving while intoxicated.
Yes, sir.
And it looks like you and your attorney worked out a plea agreement for a probated sentence. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically and your attorney's online with us right now?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
All right. To the charge of driving while intoxicated, how do you plead?
No contest.
They want either a guilty or not guilty.
Guilty.
All right. I accept plead guilty to the allegation that alleged you had a prior conviction for driving while intoxicated. Is that allegation true?
Yes, sir.
Accept your plea true. Find you guilty, sentence you to 180 days in jail. The jail sentence, however, suspended and probated for 18 months. You're going to be placed on community supervision for 18 months. Or to do the things contained in your plea agreement. You will need to meet with collections and probation at some point. They're going to work out a payment schedule with you and explain the probation process to you. You also owe 3 days in jail as a term and condition of probation. We'll let you do that right now, so you'll be released in 3 days, okay?
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense? Do you have any questions about anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Good luck. Thank y'all.
Judge,
Yeah.
have you heard for one moment? He is scheduled to go to a inpatient drug rehabilitation center immediately after the 3 days
Okay.
in Freeport, Texas. His sister called me this morning and indicated that they need some kind of court order directing him, meaning that he isn't permitted to go there. Do I need to contact Judge Barnett, Walker's court to get
Yeah.
that court order, talk to the DA, or?
Yeah, either get that or maybe probation can get something set up for them. So yeah, they'll need to do that.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'll contact you. Thank
Okay. Good luck. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Who's that one? Then we have Bennett. Who's Bennett? Snap. Yep.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing? All right. Mr. Bennett,
Yes, sir.
you would raise your right hand and be sworn. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give be truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Is your true name Craig Bennett Jr.?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand in this case you're charged with possession of marijuana?
Yes, sir.
How much back time is there on this case?
Not a lot there, a couple days.
Because whatever was written here got scribbled out.
Well, the prosecutor wrote in 2 days, but that was last week, and I said, wait, let's wait until we get this done, and so we crossed it out.
I'm gonna give him 10 days.
That's fine.
Okay, they'll take care of the case. All right, Mr. Bennett, do you understand? Have you had enough time to go over the case with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand we're doing this plea electronically, and your attorney is online with us right now?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
To the charge of possession of marijuana, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Accept your plea guilty, find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail. You'll get credit for at least 10 days. You should be time served as of right now, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, sir.
All right. Good luck. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. May I be
See you later.
excused?
Yes, see you later.
See you.
All right, now we can bring in Claire. I assume Jimmy's Surfa is Jimmy Angelino. Let's be running options. Yep.
Hey, sir.
How are you?
Good. How about you?
I'm good. Can we have Mr. Hodges, please? All right. If you would raise your right hand and be sworn, Mr. Hodges. Do you swear or affirm testimony about to give you the truth, the whole truth, nothing but truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Is your true name Trent Xavier Hodges?
Yes, sir.
And you have 3 cases. One charges you with possession of marijuana, one charges you with possession of a dangerous drug, and one charges you with possession of a controlled substance. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All misdemeanors.
Yes, sir.
And the reason we have the prosecutor with us right now is because it was written up as 420 days to do. And that's not a legal sentence.
That's correct, Your Honor. I did have it changed on the plea papers to 180 and talked to the prosecutor who said, yes, that's what it should have been.
Okay, it's 180 on one, it's changed on one of them. It should be 180 on all 3 of them.
No, I think the other 2 are A's, aren't they, Your Honor?
It still can't be 420.
No, that's right. It could only be 360.
How
Yes,
many
Your Honor.
days?
180 on all 3.
180 on all 3.
180. Okay, perfect.
I mean, it wasn't going to
Hi, Claire.
matter. It's not going to matter because there's 438 days of credit. It's still
Correct, sir.
okay. That's all I want to make sure of. All right. You understand you're going to be pleading to 180 days on each case.
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to go over each case with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
And you understand we're doing the plea electronically and your attorney is online with us right now.
Yes, sir.
Are you okay doing the plea that way?
Yes, sir.
All right. To each of these charges, how do you plead?
Guilty.
I accept your plea guilty in each case, find you guilty in each case, sentence you to 180 days in each case. You'll get credit for at least 438 days in each case. You'll be time served as of right now in all 3 cases, okay?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions about anything?
No, sir.
All right, good luck. Thank y'all.
And Trent, I'll have an answer to your question on that if that happens, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, take care. Claire, thank you. Have a good day. Your Honor, may we be
No
excused?
problem.
Yes, see you later.
Okay, bye-bye.
And I guess we need Don. That. And I think we need Christian Alexander.
They've already sent them back. Calm down.
Claudia's join us again. All right. This is Christian Jared Alexander, is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right, and there's 2 cases. One's burglary of a building. What's the other one?
UUMV.
Okay. And did you want to call your client to testify?
I do, Your Honor.
I do have a copy of the mental health assessment. I'm going to consider it for the purpose of this hearing only. And Mr. Alexander, if you would raise your right hand and be sworn. You swear or affirm testimony about to give me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Christian.
Good morning.
Last time that we spoke, we discussed where you had been living, where you were getting medical treatment, and what medicines that you were on. Is that correct? Do you remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
And since then, you've met with a couple other people that are associated with the mental health division, to your knowledge, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you gave me permission to allow them to speak to you. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And we did that because we're in front of the court today in hopes that the judge will grant you release from jail as long as you are going to comply with some conditions that are going to help your mental health situation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Where had you been living prior to being arrested?
I've been living at 1818 Corsicana Street.
Judge, may I ask permission that my client can take his mask off?
Yeah, you can take your mask off so we can hear you better.
Great. Go ahead and repeat that, Christian. I'm sorry.
I've been living at 1818 Corsicana Street. It's a shelter, homeless shelter.
What's it called?
It's called The Bridge.
Okay. And how long had you been living there?
About 6 months.
All right. And before that, were you homeless?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your family situation?
My family situation is good. My mother, she's been working at her job for like 13, 14 years. And my sister, she stays like not too far from Dallas. My family situation is good. It's just, I'm a grown man, so I'm trying to, establish my own foundation as a man. Like.
Okay. Now you have some criminal history, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've been to prison, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And what was that for?
Forgery of U.S. currency and possession of methamphetamine.
Okay. And when were you, well, let me back up. So when you got out of prison, you began living at the Bridge, correct? You were
yes.
homeless?
Yes, I was homeless. I went from prison to staying in El Paso. Then from El Paso, I went to Dallas, and I was homeless in Dallas until I found out about the Bridge.
Okay, and you're wanting to go back to live at the Bridge, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were being seen by a caseworker named Shakaya at MetroCare patient in Dallas, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Or just MetroCare in Dallas?
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Before you got arrested, you saw Shakaya about 1 week prior, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And your usual meeting time with her was on Thursdays at 10:30, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have to meet with her to secure your mat at the Bridge, which is where you sleep, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And they require that of you in order to continue to stay there. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Right. And you are currently receiving a Social Security check, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
That's about $750 a month when you're not in jail. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
And who helps you with that once you get it?
Who helps me with it?
Yeah, does Shakaya help you with it to make sure you get the money and how you spend it?
Actually, it comes on my card, so like on my own payee. Like I don't need no help managing money or nothing like that.
Okay, that's good. So you're able to buy your own food?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you've been diagnosed with bipolar and schizophrenia along with ADHD. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you're on medicine for Risperdal, and that's for your bipolar. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had your meds renewed 1 week ago, which was 1 week before you were arrested, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And that prescription is good for only a month, and you have, of course, been in jail for a month, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You did not have that prescription on you when you were arrested, is that correct?
No, ma'am.
So you're gonna have to go back to Shakaya and get a new prescription, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you good at taking your medicine?
Yes.
And in all honesty with the judge, you were on your medicine when you were arrested for these offenses, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The question for the court, has the court read the probable cause affidavit in both cases?
No.
Okay. I'm sure that the prosecutor is going to probably put those in. And if I need to do any further questioning of my client based on that, I will, Judge. You do not want to stay in any shelter in Collin County, do you, Christian?
No, ma'am.
Can you tell the judge why?
Why? Because I feel like the bridge, they have a lot to offer as far as housing and far as like getting documents you need, and I just really like the bridge. They have a lot of sources to provide. They provide a lot of sources.
You're familiar with the bridge and you're familiar with the surroundings around the bridge, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You like Shakaya and you're familiar with MetroCare and how it works, and so you'd like to not change that. Is that your testimony to the judge?
Yes, ma'am.
In order to get back to Collin County, if your cases get indicted, one or both of them, you have two options. The first one is your sister, but we really can't rely on that because she's got her own family, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
But you know how to take the red line to Plano from the shelter, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And from there, you can take the Greyhound bus to the courthouse. Is that your testimony to this court?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any questions for the court?
No, ma'am.
I'll pass the witness.
Does the state have any questions?
Yes, Your Honor. Let's see. Mr. Alexander, how long have you been homeless?
Couple years now. I've been homeless on and off some years.
How long have you been homeless in Dallas?
17, like 3 years.
Okay. And before then you said you were in El Paso, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Alexander, where are you originally from? Is it in Texas?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
Temple.
Okay. So you're not originally from, so you didn't grow up in the Dallas area?
No, ma'am.
And how long were you seeing Shakaya and MetroCare before you got arrested for these two offenses?
I have been seeing her probably like a year, some months, a year. Yeah.
How often were you seeing her?
Once a week.
Did you ever miss any of those appointments?
Yes, ma'am. Well, I might have missed one, but then our back door had it rescheduled like for the next day.
And in addition to seeing Shakaya, were you receiving any other treatment services from MetroCare?
No, ma'am.
And how long have you been taking medications for your diagnoses?
About 6 months.
So prior to 6 months, you were not taking medication at all?
No, ma'am.
And do you believe that your medication is helping you?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions for this witness from the state.
Does the defendant have any other witnesses or any other?
So, Your Honor, we rest.
All right. Anything else from the state?
Your Honor, we just have the defendant's criminal history.
Okay.
Your Honor, the defendant has a lengthy criminal history, and to save some time, he has 34 convictions. The most notable out of those are going to be a possession of controlled substance, penalty group 1, greater than or equal to 1 gram, less than 4 grams, an assault family violence case that was reduced to a Class C assault, and then the forgery case that the defendant has already mentioned.
Anything else?
With that, we rest and close.
Any argument from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. Currently, we would be opposed to a mental health PR bond at this time, just due to the fact that the defendant is currently and has been receiving services from MetroCare for over a year, and while receiving those services, is still committing new offenses. Based off the defendant's lengthy criminal history, we do not think he would be a good candidate to follow through with the conditions required on a mental health PR bond. If granted, we would request that the court add a no contact provision with James Doskasil, which is the defendant's co-defendant in this case.
Okay.
Judge, can I send you the PC affidavits, please? I'm sending those to Mindy right now.
Well, I'm going to give them bonds, so I don't think it's going to matter.
Okay.
It might work the other way for you, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean, I am concerned about the lengthy criminal history, but I think we need to get you on medication and get you stabilized on the medication, see if it helps. So I'm gonna give you one shot to do this, okay?
Yes, sir.
Get on the medication, stay on the medication, stay out of trouble. I know it's gonna be hard on you. I don't know that you can actually take a train to Plano and ride a bus from Plano to here. There's no Greyhound bus that goes from the train station to the courthouse. So you will have to figure out a way to get to the courthouse, because you'll have to come see me every month, okay? I don't know if you can get family members to bring you or what you're gonna need to do, but that is a requirement of the mental health bond. And it is a little bit of a concern that you're not gonna be able to do this bond because you're homeless, but you seem to understand the Metro Care system and the bridge and all that stuff. So I'm gonna give you a shot at it and see if you can get back stable, okay?
Yes, sir.
Stay in touch with your attorney. You'll have to come see me once a month. First check-in with me is gonna be on August 12th. That's like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Okay.
Is it 12th? Oh, this is a Tuesday, okay. So it'll be a week from this Thursday, okay? And then you'll have to call Tony every week and check in. Do you have a cell phone?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay.
My mom, she helps me a great bit. So my phone is paid up for like 2 years, and like I can use my I'm not gonna have no problem getting down here.
Okay. Just let her know that once a month you'll have to come to the courthouse and check in with us.
Okay.
And then once your cases get filed, if they do, we'll change your check-in date to the date of the court appearances, okay? So you only have to come up here once a month, all right?
Okay.
Tony, do you want to tell them anything?
Yes, Judge. Christian, this is Tony. I'm your case manager for the mental health bond. When you get released, you should find a folder in your property, and my card will be in that folder. First thing you need to do is work on getting back into Metro Care. But give me a call and let me know that you did safely make it to Dallas tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
And I'll get a hold of your sister, see if she can pick you up this afternoon when you get released.
Okay.
All right?
All right. I will see you in about a week. Good luck. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Judge, be excused.
Yes, see you later.
Guys, have a good one.
Thank you, Jill.
No problem. Thank you.
That's it.
Yes, sir.